video, we are going to review types of verbs and sentence patterns. By the end of this video, you will be able to identify 3 different types of verbs. You'll be able to identify a variety of different sentence patterns and apply your knowledge of verbs in your writing. Let's start with action verbs. Action verbs are verbs that show the action that the subject is or does. Some example actions that people could do are run, jump, sleep, and draw. Again, just to name a few. An example sentence using an action verb would be, May painted a beautiful picture for the art contest. May is the subject, and painted is the specific action that our subject, May, is doing. We also have linking verbs. Linking verbs are verbs that link the subject to the rest of the sentence without showing a specific action. We have 2 types of linking verbs, state of being and state of seeming. Our state of being verbs are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. Our state of seeming verbs are appear, grow, smell, sound, look, become, remain, taste, feel, and seem. An example sentence would be, we are going to the airport early tomorrow morning. Our subject is we, and our linking verb is are. Are connects we to the predicate, going to the airport early tomorrow morning. Helping verbs are the 3rd type of verb that we have. These come before the main verb and help the main verb show action or express time. Examples of helping verbs are have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, and could. If you see any of these words, you have just spotted a helping verb. An example sentence with a helping verb is, Dad might take us to the skate park on Saturday. Our subject is dad, and our helping verb is might. Might helps the main verb take show action and connects dad to the predicate, take us to the skate park on Saturday. The next part of the video that we are going to review are 5 different sentence patterns that you can use to vary your writing so it doesn't stay repetitive. And again, it just mixes it up so there's more variety. Remember that this is a review video, so I will not be going as in-depth with examples as I would in other videos where I'm teaching you the concept. So the first sentence pattern, or the first 3 sentence patterns that we look at all use action verbs, and the last 2 use linking verbs. The first type of sentence pattern that we have is the subject-verb pattern. This is a short sentence that includes the subject, the verb, and any additional articles such as a, and the. An example sentence would be, the chef cooked. Our subject is chef, and the action verb would be cooked. The second sentence pattern is a subject-verb direct object pattern. Direct objects receive the action of the verb. An example sentence here is, the chef cooked a delicious meal. Again, chef is our subject here, what or who the sentence is about. Cooked would be the verb, the action that the chef is doing. One way that we can determine the direct object is to ask, what did the chef cook? The answer would be meal, which means that meal is our direct object. Meal also receives the action of the subject. The third sentence pattern that we will look at is the subject-verb indirect object direct object pattern. Remember that indirect objects receive the direct object itself. We've added on to our previous sentence to say, the chef cooked the guests a delicious meal. We know our subject, chef, our verb, cooked, and our direct object, meal. To figure out our indirect object, we can ask, the chef cooked a meal for what or whom? The answer here is guests, which means that guests is our indirect object. Notice that all of these sentences use action verbs and build on each other. My first sentence was pretty basic, but I added on more information with each sentence pattern. In the second sentence, I added an adjective plus a direct object to say delicious meal. And in the third sentence, I added on to say who the chef was cooking for, which I didn't have in any of my sentences previously. Our last 2 sentence patterns use linking verbs. Our first pattern is the subject, linking verb, predicate, noun pattern. An example sentence would be, my aunt is a chef for a 5-star restaurant. Aunt is our subject. Is would be our linking verb, which connects aunt to the predicate, a chef for a 5-star restaurant. Remember that our predicate noun renames or further defines the subject, which is what chef does. Chef is our predicate noun because it further defines our subject, aunt. The last sentence pattern that we have is the subject, linking verb, predicate, adjective pattern. An example sentence would be, the pasta smells heavenly. Pasta is our subject and smells is our linking verb, state of seeming. Remember that a predicate adjective is connected to the subject by a linking verb and modifies or further describes the subject. Our predicate adjective here is heavenly because it describes how the pasta smells. Let's practice with 4 different sentences. We have the teacher showed us the answer, my dog was a puppy, he kicked the ball, and the cookies smell wonderful. Your job is to identify all the parts of each sentence and write the sentence pattern on the line that matches the sentence. Please pause the video to complete the exercise and click play when you are ready to continue. All right, let's check. So in our first sentence, the sentence pattern we have is subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. Our subject is teacher, our verb is showed. To find the direct object, we ask the teacher showed what? The answer is answer. And to figure out the indirect object, we can ask the teacher showed the answer to whom? The answer is us. Something that I forgot to mention earlier in the video is that when you're working with subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, it's more helpful to find the direct object first and then find the indirect object after. Our second sentence uses subject, linking verb, predicate noun. Our subject is dog, our linking verb is was, and our predicate noun is puppy because it renames the subject, dog. Our third sentence uses subject, verb, direct object. Our subject is he, our verb is kicked, and to find the DO, we ask, he kicked what? The answer is ball, which means ball is our direct object. And our last sentence uses subject, linking verb, predicate adjective. Our subject is cookies, the linking verb is smell, and our predicate adjective is wonderful because wonderful describes how the cookies smell. All right, I would like you to take a moment to write a sentence in your notes that follows one of the 5 sentence patterns that we just reviewed. Once you're done, you can share your sentence with a partner and take turns identifying each other's sentence patterns. Please pause the video to write your sentence and click play when you are ready to continue. All right, so to recap this lesson, we have reviewed 3 different types of verbs, our action, linking, and helping verbs, and 5 sentence patterns in this lesson that can give our writing a lot more variety. So we have the subject and verb pattern, subject, verb, direct object, subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, subject, linking verb, predicate noun, and subject, linking verb, predicate adjective. Great work today.